A royal wedding to set in stone a new alliance of all Plasticans. A finale to what seemed to be a never-ending war. A coalition of plastic lords and ladies to unite all, only to be destroyed by one man's greed. A new emperor now sits on the throne of Plastica 4, and a question of who will join him and who will side against him. With now over 50,000 strong in Ruskin's Red Army, the Red Emperor starts to run low on funds. With the disruption of plastic coming through the portals, it causes a famine throughout the world of Plastica 4. Ruskin needs a new means of paying his troops, but how? He looks to Tangeria to send convoys bearing plasticium ore from the Tangerian Western Mountains. But due to the outbreak of civil war across the globe, both loyalist and separatist factions take control of most major regions. The Tanger-Tan Council form their own coalition to prevent anyone from stealing the wealth of their nation and abruptly focus on building up their defences on their borders. Ruskin takes offence to this and he decides to take the Western Mountains by force. He sends in his finest general Redberg to smash through the Tangerian border at the Gap and form a trade route between the mountains and the Red Union. The Tanger-Tan Council, however, counter the incoming Red threats and decide to send in the 24th Infantry and the 12th Tan Armoured to stop any advance that may occur from the Reds. Meanwhile, Ruskin tries to order his UCP generals from the south to take the city of Tangiers by any means. Hello and welcome back to another episode of ARMYMEN of War, and episode 2 of ARMYMEN of War Battlegrounds, that is. So I've decided to separate the series off into like a new sort of chapter. I just wanted to make it more easy for you guys to follow. So ARMYMEN of War Battlegrounds is going to be this whole sort of series based around the plastic dimension and a mix of the human dimension as well. So we're going to be going back and forth, and I'm going to be trying my very best to connect the stories because I know that sometimes they can get a little bit mixed up. So anyway, in today's battle, it's one simple question. Can the Red Army take the Orange and Tan border? Look at this, look. We've got these huge defences, including a castle wall, separated between two mountain ranges. There's only one way into Tangeria through this area on the map right here called the Gap. And the Reds are going to be sending in the 41st Shock Troop right here. We can see they look awesome, look. They've got like these right helmets on, they've got some RK-47s, and they've got all kinds of weaponry. We're coming in with some RPGs as well, and some tanks. Look at these Chinese tanks. He just crashed into a wall, look. You can tell they're made of plastic. But yep, the Reds want to get through this border right here so they can secure Tangeria, basically, because rebellion has struck against the Red Emperor, and he wants to bring order to Tangeria. That's basically the story at this precise moment. And they are sending in General Redberg, who is their finest general. He is going into Tangeria, and he's basically going to bring order back to it. The Reds are trying to make their merry way up this hill right here. Let's have a look at the Orange defences. We can see that they've got a big wall right there with a lot of troops on it. The Reds, though, have I think around 600 to 700 soldiers. They've already took out one of the bunkers and one of their main artillery pieces, but they do have a lot of soldiers in the rear right here as well, including one Major Tansen right here. He's been sent and he is part of, I think it's the 24th, I think it's the 24th. I think we decided it's the 24th Infantry. Anyway, they're going to be, well, it's the Border Defence Force really, and they're going to be defending against these Reds as best as possible. Depending on what happens in this video will affect what happens in the next, so it's up to the AI. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh, taking some hits. It's nice to be back in Men of War Assault Squad 2 as well. I had to move back to the older version of Army Men of War because for some reason Call to Arms updated yet again, and yeah, it broke my game, but I'll try and fix it for future videos. But I thought, considering we're going back to the Plastica dimension anyway, the plastic world, it's better to be in this mod anyway because we have the Tangerians. It's nice to be seeing some of my orange boys again. I'm excited to also be playing around with some of our older vehicles. We've got such a huge variety of vehicles in this mod. Starting with these guys right here, like they shoot missiles, and they have like some dishkas on as well. So left flank is secure, right flank is currently still under orange control. The Reds are still coming up pretty hard though, look. A lot of soldiers. The tanks have stalled though, that's a good thing. We've managed to destroy one of the Red tanks. These are Chinese tanks by the way, or North Korean, I can't remember. But they're pretty cool looking, quite advanced. As you can see, there's a bit of an error right there with the texture. I will fix that for future videos, I didn't realise. But they're, oh, look at that! Damn, that's a big bulk of Reds right there. They've secured the main gate. They just need to go around it, I guess, because they're not going to be able to go through it. I suppose they could have rode through it with their tanks, but considering that they're destroyed, I don't think there's any way the men could get through. So they're going to have to go around these mountain ranges right here and try and secure it another way. But the oranges have some mortars right here as well. So if you want to get more in depth with the story of Army Men of War, what it is you've got a Tan minister. He's like the defense minister of the Tanger-Tan alliance. They have basically united against the Red Union. Well, the Emperor, the Imperial regime of Plastica. They're not the only ones to rebel. The Greens are going to be bringing in their own new monarch as well, considering we just lost the Green Queen. And we also lost a bunch of other world leaders. Everyone's going to be sort of rekindling their monarchies and bringing about themselves more faction leaders and more generals to try and put themselves back on the map, really, because primarily this is a red world now, and the Reds have allies in every corner of this map. So there's a lot of rebellion going on. You've got UCP loyalists, you've got UCP separatists. Obviously, because the Reds took over the UCP. Oh. Now that is a chokehold right there, look. A checkpoint, should I say. Absolutely savage. We've got 3 guys with machine guns. Well, no, 5 guys with machine guns. And a PKM as well, look. But yeah, this is going to be an epic little series right here. Like I say, Army Men of War Battlegrounds, Episode 2. If you missed Episode 1, be sure to go and check it out. Link is in the description as well. And once you're done, why not give me a cheeky little subscription? Yeah, I am going to be trying to be more frequent with my uploads, I swear. I think we're going to produce more commentary style videos because they're just overall better in my opinion. I think I've been trying to find a structure to my videos for quite some time now, but the more I look for it, the less frequent with uploads I am, so I end up losing my structure by trying to find a structure, if that makes sense. So I think we're just going to go back to a mix of commentary battles and others. Major Tansen reporting for duty, sir. He's just overlooking the battle. He's like, sir, I think they're breaking through our lines. Think not, sir. We have artillery. We've got plenty of rounds left. Well, they're not even in range yet, I don't think. I mean, let's just double check it. Focus your fire over... Oh, yes, they are. All artillery, focus on the left flank if you can. Yes, sir. Those missile things are epic as well. the amount of death. Overall though, the Reds seem to be getting through the border right here. The walls are now secure on both sides as well. They managed to... Nope, I thought they did. They're trying to flank them, I think. You got some Reds around here, look. If they can just flank these oranges around here. Oh, look at that. There's like a huge pile of them. You'd think they'd learn their lesson, wouldn't you? But don't go around there, lads. There's guys with guns. Oh, this is codename Grim Reaper right here. This is his new nickname. Oh no, it's not. He's dead. My bad. The flanking maneuver works. Shock troopers everywhere. How are we doing over here, actually? We did have some Tangerians over here. Oh, all is quiet on the western flank. Oh, there's two men. They're just hiding. Almost brothers or something. Childhood friends. We want to survive this one. Okay, we've lost a lot of men on this side. I didn't see them die. But we seem to be holding the left flank with this beast right here. Lots of missiles. A couple of Dishkas on there as well. We might have to bring up the 12th Armoured Tank Battalion after this. Maybe in the next video. And then we'll have to counter them with a red tank. I think what we'll do is we'll go back and forth, back and forth. We'll give a go to the Reds. They can make their move. And then we'll give a go to the Tanger-Tans as well. They can make their move. And we'll create a story around it as well, because I tend to write these as we go. Nothing's really pre-written with this series, and I think that's one of my errors. I think sometimes it's best to pre-write them, just so we can get ahead of videos and get ahead of the schedule. But nope, my brain doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But maybe I can start planning these videos out a little bit more with you guys. So join the Discord. We've got a community Discord. It's not really roleplay based like the last Discord, but it is somewhere where you can reach me with ideas, and you can meet people that like the same things as you, and so on and so forth. Oh, damn! It's like a pile of red ants, isn't it? Oh, that also reminds me, I've created an ant mod. Similar to the ant mod that we had before, but they've just got more legs. And it'd be really cool to do some battles with those as well. Do you know what? I don't know who's won this battle. It's hard to tell, really. I'd like to say the oranges have, which I think they really have. In fact, we're going to cut this in half. We're going to say the Reds have basically took the they've took the wall. They just haven't took the other side of the gate. But I think in a situation like this, I think the Reds would probably bring all of the rest of their reserves forward, and then they would push in for a counter-attack against the Tangerians. So, yeah, I don't know. Every time they try and get through, look, let's get blown to smithereens. Oh, we've got an RPG. Use it. Use it. Shoot your RPG, man. But I'm too scared, sir. I don't want to shoot my RPG. Come on, you got this. You're a man. Fire it. Do you know what? I'm going to fire it for you, sir. Don't make me shoot it, please, sir. I want to live. You get everyone killed. What on earth was that? Did we just... The RPG knocked someone out, sir. That's about it. This guy took one for the team. That means there's an RPG shell somewhere. Right, overall, lads. We need a strategy. Send word back to the commanders. I think... who would still be alive at this point? After revise, who's still alive? We're going to have to come up with completely new names now. I've practically killed off every character in my series. I don't know if that's good writing or bad writing. I don't know, maybe that's bad writing. But maybe you could come up with some ideas for character names in the comments. I would like something to do with their personality. I think writing a good character is something about their personality. So if it's a guy like, for example, General Shawshank, you know, you kind of think it sounds like a prison, doesn't it? It sounds like he's hardcore, and shank means to stab, so like he's a frontline offensive kind of general. So maybe like names like that. Come up with some really cool ideas. But overall, I think we're going to give this one to the Tangerians. I think in the next video we're going to be making a move from the Tangerians. So I don't. Oh, then again, there's a lot of guys around here, but there's still a lot of Tangerians in that bunker as well. Look. They're holding it down pretty well. Just killing them. I just can't believe that little pile up right there. That's crazy. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe. Join the Mighty Nation. Obviously, if on the map right now, it'll be a case of a stalemate, really. So anyway, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, like I say. It's good to be back. It's nice to make a commentary video as well. It's been a while, and I will see you all in the next one.